Chopping wood both in school and out, and one student with a plan. Buckle your seatbelts, we got all this and plenty more coming up on The Echo. Hello everybody, today is April 29th, 2016, and it's the last show of the month. I'm Cody Jorgensen, and this is The Echo. Let's kick off today with some music. While most of us were enjoying a half day on Friday, April 15th, varsity woodwind and concert band students were performing at Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter, Minnesota. Each of the three bands performed for a clinician and had the opportunity to tour the college. Both Mr. Oldham and Mr. Jacobson organized trips like this every year to help their aspiring students become better musicians. If you hadn't had a chance to hear our wonderful band perform yet, their next band concert is on May 17th. Be there or be square. Some of you might have missed the excitement of the concert, but one staff member is doing something exciting to help our vets. Front Office Secretary Ms. Ritter is part of an organization called World War II Honor Flight Network. Each year, she travels to Washington, D.C. with many vets from World War II and the Korean War. She and many other volunteers take the vets on tours to allow the vets to see and reflect at the memorials that were built to recognize their sacrifices. From honoring veterans, we turn our attention to motor vehicles. While most people know at least a little bit about the car or truck they drive, one student is taking his knowledge of vehicles and steering it into a career. Here's The Echo's Allison Gertz with the story.
When Will Briarcliff was in 4th grade, his father brought home a Mustang to congratulate his son on doing a good job at school. Will has been working on cars for a long time.
I've been working on vehicles since probably I was like 5 or 6. Dad brought me a Mustang one day, and ever since I've been working on it.
He takes autos here at HHS.
I get both the light repair side of the automotive industry and then also kind of the dent removal, what happens if you have, get in an accident, auto body side of it. Will's working on a donated hood off of a car.
He works for the Ford dealership detailing cars.
Just for day in and day out, it just kind of gives me something to do before I go down to Chicago.
He plans on going to Universal Technical Institute in Chicago and then later going on to working for Ford. As we all know, college is expensive, but Will got a little help from an unexpected place.
We had to submit a 2-minute video and tell them why I needed the scholarship. And for me, it was a lot easier because I just used all my household stuff and threw it in my shop and just kind of told them why I needed the money, and it was handy because I was one of 3.
And then submit it to the driver of the monster truck Gravedigger. He was awarded $20,000.
My first reaction was kind of doubt. It's like I had no idea I would have actually had that potential to actually win the scholarship. I didn't quite realize it would have ever happened, but when I first got it, it was just a complete surprise to me and my family because that's half my tuition right there.
Reporting for The Echo, I'm Allison Gertz.
Thanks, Allison, and congratulations to Will on receiving his scholarship. We all hope you have a great time at UTI. 2 seniors here at our school, Austin Eichmann and Cole Scully, have set their college choice in stone, or rather, on paper. Earlier this month, they both signed a letter of intent to play sports for their school. Austin for wrestling at the University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota, and Cole for swimming at McCundry University in Lebanon, Illinois.
I wasn't very surprised because I knew they were going to offer me money to wrestler, and being offered money, usually people will sign a letter of intent, so I was like, yeah, that's cool, I'll be able to sign a letter of intent.
There's a new pool being built, so that's pretty cool. 10 to 12 lanes. I mean, our pool is only 6 lanes in Hastings, so it's a lot bigger, it'll be a lot more fun.
While we're on the topic of sports, let me ask you, have you ever had the urge to maybe break a board with your fist? Well, me neither. But one student really has it down. Here's our Ekko reporter, Jamie Lebrecht, with the story.
Some students are very unique in ways that nobody else can beat. One student, Oliver Jablowski, has been attending Taekwondo classes for almost 6 years.
Awesome if I joined because it helps with confidence and respect and just some important life skills, so I decided to give it a try.
His instructor, Master Matt Blomquist, is fairly new, but finding Oliver to be of a higher caliber of student.
He's been doing a really phenomenal job interacting with the students and showing incredible leadership skills too, beyond just the punches and kicks.
They get to use many different weapons and even get to put their skills to the test and fight against each other.
It's fitness and self-defense. That's really why I love training in the martial arts, is because in terms of your physical fitness, it's something where you actually learn a real practical skill in terms of being able to defend yourself.
Oliver's teacher believes that he has much potential and his skill deserves to be noticed. Oliver, in fact, is so good that he's even started to train other classes with different age groups.
It just feels really cool to be able to stand in front of people and then just look at them. Like, I was at that position once too. I was standing in front of an instructor, and then it just kind of happened where I started getting involved more, and then I started warming classes up, and then I started teaching a little more, and now I just teach the younger 3 to 7-year-olds, so I just find that really cool.
And Master Matt sure seems to like the help.
Yes!
And Oliver has big plans ahead of him.
I definitely want to incorporate Taekwondo into my life, for the future. Maybe make it like a livelihood, perhaps own a school one day and be an instructor there, but definitely keep martial arts in part of my life.
So do you want to take a hit and try Taekwondo? Maybe even get your black belt? Master Matt Blomquist and Oliver's classes are free and you can try them whenever you'd like. I'm Jamie Lebrecht, reporting for the Ekko.
Thanks for that kicking story, Jamie. And if you're interested in taking a Taekwondo class, head to the Arts Center downtown and start your training. As the school year begins to wind down, it's nearly that time when a bunch of students here are winding up with their thoughts turning to the letters AP. That's right, we're coming to AP testing time.
And so I think if you really want to measure yourself against other AP students, and then to possibly earn any college credit, it is incredibly important to take the AP test.
Tests begin next week, starting with AP Chemistry. Visit Ms. Marietta in the counseling office for more information. And good luck to all of those taking tests in the coming weeks. While most students spend their 7 hours of school in the classroom shuffling paper, a few go against the grain. The Ekko's Andrew Tucker is here to nail down the facts of the story.
If you have ever been down to 1B, you've probably heard loud banging and laughter. Most likely the noise was coming from the woods room.
This is my 4th year. I started freshman year with basic woods and advanced woods sophomore year. Then junior year I took an independent study for woods, and this year is my independent study for woods.
Charlie Weber enjoys woodworking and has ever since Mr. Machulis introduced it to him in the 8th grade.
Well, I didn't really know what to take when we were in 8th grade, and freshman year after freshman year I liked it, so I thought I'd take it again, and ever since then I've just enjoyed it a lot.
Not only does Charlie give credit to Mr. Machulis, but also to another very important staff member here.
My favorite thing is that everything is different. There's always different projects to do. Students enjoy working with their hands. Students are up and active in the class.
Probably Dietz himself. After freshman year, he really made it enjoyable, and the different things you can make and do with it.
Many students, just like Charlie, also love Dietz and his laid-back attitude.
What I like about Dietz is just a really cool guy. Joke around with him and just have a nice conversation with him.
Dietz has been teaching woods for 9 years. He has even worked on his own home.
Myself, probably just redoing an old house that I bought. Just redoing everything about it, adding on to it, getting rid of old parts, and then lots of different projects for it.
For these students and this teacher, the interest in woodworking doesn't fall far from the tree.
My grandpa does some woodworking.
My uncle he has a shop that he works at in the summertime, so I'll go over there and help him.
I've always enjoyed woodworking. My dad is a cabinet maker, so from an early age I've always been around it.
The woods class can get a little crazy. But with Dietz running the show, they always seem to get their work done. I'm Andrew Tucker, reporting for The Echo.
Thanks, Andrew. And if you've never been down to the Woods Room, Mr. Dietz invites you for a visit. Check it out. We promise you won't be bored. I'm Cody Jorgensen. Have yourself a lovely weekend, and be sure to check with us again next week on The Echo.